All right, folks, that is Does Talk Ultra. So I'll be doing a comparison between different paddles from the Power 2 series, well, starting with the Pegasus. This one I've been playing for 2 weeks shortly before this video to get used to it, and I had to put a few weights on it. First, I started with the 3 grams at the 3 and 9, but then I found that the head was kind of a little hollow, so I needed to add about, I think, 2.5 gram on each side of the 10 and what is it, 2 o'clock, and it gave a little bit more plow through, although it made the paddle a little bit heavier. I was surprised to find it at still 8 and 55 ounce. But this paddle is hella poppy. Very, very good in hand. I felt like my hand moves really, really well with it. But one of the things that I'm not used to is that this thing is a hand cannon. So I don't have the length, but I have a lot of power and plow through once I put the weight on it. Before the weight, I felt that the paddle was a little bit light. And so in this demo, you can probably see that my shots are not as clean. All right, now let's talk vapor. This is my original shape when I started with the 11624, and it still feels very familiar to me, even in the Gen 4 form. What some of the attributes of this paddle is that it is much more easy to drive with power and much more easy to go between forehand and backhand. Not as quick as the Pegasus, but enough that I can balance out with power and maneuverability. What it lacks is a bit of a twist weight, so I needed weight to kind of help me stabilize the paddle a little bit, which adds a little bit more to the stock than what I'm really like. But once I put that in, I didn't have too much complaint about it. Don't even bothered by what people typically term the dead spot, because I do hit more closer to the center of the paddle. So next, talk about the Hirache. So this one was surprising to me. For the Gen 3 version, I wasn't as fond of the length. I wasn't as fond of the how it feels. But for the Power 2 version, the all foam, this one felt really, really nice. And I've been playing a lot of it in the beginning of the year, or when it was a release in March, right? And so I played a few weeks with it and got really dialed in. Paddle is softer, not as poppy. So I had a lot more control on my drops and my dinks on this paddle, and I felt like I was really dialed in. I liked the longer handle for its whippiness, and really gave me a lot of control over my rolls and flicks. So this one would have been probably my main, and it's still pretty much a paddle that I really enjoy playing. So let's talk about the star of the show, the Ultra. This one I would play with stock. I wanted to try out how it feels, and to my surprise, stock, it played more stable than the vapor. Like in a sense, they play much closer together, but this one was stock versus the vapor that needed the weight. It was a little bit more head heavier, but not to the degree that I find it very hard to play with. In fact, this paddle really helped me find some really good shots with my backhand drives, with my backhand volleys, and my backhand dinks. So this paddle really surprised me, and it's closely becoming my favorite. Even has more, control over the Hirache. Let's get some time for some footage.
Bate palma, vem pra cá. Rebola sem medo, deixa o corpo soltar. Dança da noite, é isso que vai rolar. No baile do morro, todo mundo a brilhar. Não quer acelerar, bate to more than